everybody. What's happening? Excuse me. I'm Tommy, and you're on the boat. How you been? Allison Metcalf, Colombo, good to see you. Brazy girl, how are you? Brazy, thanks for the support. Really appreciate you. Allison Metcalf, good to see you. Kristen B, how are you? Sandy Wendy, there you are. Lurker Laura, how are you? Kristen Kruger, good to see you. You know what, people? I'm dragging a little bit. That's a lie. I'm dragging a lot. West Coast Fancy Nancy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Inappropriate Hef, how are you? King's Kid, hello. Ruth Ashcroft, how are you? Joey Girl, Mama D, hey, Bunny C. Ellie J, good to see you. Gypsy Daisy, Scooby-Doo Lee, Scooby Lee, how are you? DNV, Jill Bo Baggins, good to see you, as always. Don M, Tina Serlin, I'm just Pauline, how are you? I'm worn out. I'm not gonna lie to you, people. I'm a little worn out. I really am. You know what? Every once in a while, I want to thank people, and I don't know whether or not I should. I'm going to say, Becky, thank you. Hopefully that's okay. Becca Jean, how are you? Your kid was just in another accident in my car in my name. Oh, man, we just saved my license from being suspended from the last one yesterday. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. That's tough. It's tough. Becca Jean, I'm so sorry. It's really, really hard. Miss Sunrise Dawn, good to see you. Hey, Gwen. Gwen, nice to see you. I got punched in the face by a woman named Gwen once. Kevin's Blue, good to see you. Nat B from Canada, how are you? Jamie Palmer, good to see you. Kristen Melinda. Still in the land of spotty reception. Uh-oh. Well, it's the thought that counts. And Kristen Melinda, your timing is always impeccable. Dawn Meredith, would that be Dandy Dawn Meredith? Gotta be a play on words there, unless you're really Dawn Meredith, but that would be great. Either way, I love it. Love it. People, let me tell you what's going on. Kathy loves horses. Good to see it. I would be absolutely lying to you if I told you I was firing on 8 cylinders. I'm not. I'm a 12-cylinder motor, and I'm not firing on 8 cylinders. But I probably got about 5 going. We have all but packed this entire house. I think we're pretty damn close. We're gonna have some people check it out and make sure that we're not overloaded, because there's a little bit more maybe than we might have thought. We're getting that looked at, and then we're going to figure out the rest of it. Trish Ryan, I look forward to meeting you. I do. That should be fun. Hope between the dreams. Good to see you. Becca Jean is not my love. Sarah Terry, good to see you. Jay Rambo. John J. Rambo. Subi. You know, it's funny. I often, whenever I read Subi's name, I think about my friend. I had a very close friend growing up named Subi, and then I think to myself, she's probably not a Subi anymore. I'm sure she married someone and her name changed, but she was always Subi to us. Forward looking, good to see you. Glad you're here. So I'm gonna look. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna run this one long. I'm really not. I'm gonna keep this one. I'm going to keep this one short. The insurance follows the car and the license follows the driver. Therefore, his accident shouldn't have a thing to do with your license. The accident goes on his record and your insurance covers the car, says Ruth Ashcroft. And I tend to agree with her, although I am tired. Sometimes weird things happen, right? Sometimes weird things happen, and I don't know all of the situation, but it does sound like if it's on the kid's, it should be on the kid, your child's license, I would think, but I don't know. I thank you, Jay Rambo. That's a kind thing to say. Hey, T Prada, good to see you. I'm well, and I'm glad to see you. I can't stay long, but I wanted to thank you for being in KC. Ah, that's nice. Knowing that Reese has a friend like you. Just thanks for everything. One day you will look back on this and laugh. You know what? Yeah, you're probably right. I think very often we get through some things and we think to ourselves, you know what? This is never going to be funny. But it's amazing some of the stuff that I look back on now from my past and I can get a laugh out of things that I certainly thought I wouldn't be laughing at ever. Greetings from Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Been there. Karen, good to see you. Love your part of the world. Welcome. If I've never welcomed you before, Karen, welcome to the boat. Living in the gray area. Watching you on double speed to catch up is always fun, right? No question. I could really speed it up and make it a bummer. No, I'm kidding. Sometimes on double speed, I'm a little difficult to listen to because sometimes I have to do it. If I'm trying to find something that you guys did in the chat, I'll listen to it at double speed. And sometimes it's just a little rugged. Boy, the nuns would be beating you on the knuckle with a ruler, Trish Ryan. Never mess with nuns when it comes to grammar, right? We all know better. Miss Dragon, good to see you. Head MRI is done, and it turns out I'm a bit claustrophobic. Oh, poor Miss Dragon. Yeah, me too. 9.5 days, no cigs. There's my friend. Miss Sunrise Dawn. Ahoo, werewolves of London. And I'm keeping the nicotine lodges further from me, so I don't use those quite as much. I'm actually considering those. I was with Quibble the other day. I don't remember where we were. Costco. I think it might have been Costco, and I was looking at them and thinking, you know what? Maybe. Um, Thanks, Trish. It's a kind thing to say. She would return the favor if the shoe were on the other foot. And I'm going to keep this puppy to about 15 minutes today, people, because I am absolutely exhausted. I did want to come on and say hello. Hello, Shelly Kelly. Quibs and I didn't do a show together today, so but I did want to come on today. I am exhausted. I do intend to be doing this show for about an hour and a half. Nightly. I don't know exactly when I'm going to be doing it. With Spanky's going to tell me, what my time slot is, but it's probably going to be somewhere around this time, and it's going to be a full show. But boy, not today. I'm on day 9 of being food binge free. I'm sorry, what? 9 days of no binge? What? How cool is that? I started journaling when I feel weak. Thank you, Tommy. You know what? Thank you. That's you, Joey girl. I promise you that's not me. I can't take squat. I appreciate it, but I promise you that it's all you. Tommy, I was born for such a time as this. Wow, I love that. And that is absolutely biblical. Brazy girl, thank you for your generosity and making those things fly around like hot sauce packets. I'm always going to use that. I think that's one of the greatest things ever. My friend Quibbs came up with that one, and it cracks me up. Yeah, I'm going to get some rest, but I wanted to stop in. I hate not seeing you guys. I really do. I will make sure that Spanky checks his mail and his email. I promise. You have my word. He's doing a lot better, and it's great to see him with some energy, isn't it? You know what I mean? The kid's a lot more fun to watch when he's got a little spring in his step. I felt so bad for him. You know what I mean? I would turn it on, and it's like that's not my kid. You know what I mean? It's just it was painful watching him knowing that he was going through it, and he wasn't really having a lot of fun. You know what I mean? It's hard to run your gums when your gums hurt. Yeah, Trish Ryan says, as a fellow person with binge eating disorder, I vow to you, congratulations. I love it. I absolutely do. Jamie Palmer says both of you take a gummy and go to. That's not such a bad idea. I do. I'm on. Right now I'm taking it. I cycle on and off, but right now I'm taking it. So, I'm gonna do just that. I don't know if Quibs will take one. They're not the giggle kind of gummies. They're the go to sleep quick kind of gummies. Hopes between the dreams. Good to see you. Do we have mold in the house? I don't think so. I don't believe there's any mold in here. Sweet tea, good to see you. No notifications today. Well, that's kind of par. V. McWilliams, it is good to see you. Yeah, he is a copy of me, isn't he? He's quite a bit like me in a lot of ways. Take care of you. I moved recently, and it's great on the other side. I found letting go of lots of stuff made the move a breeze. Well, I like that. I think Quibbles parted with a lot of stuff, and you know what? I bust her chops a lot about the shopping and all of that. But the truth of the matter is, I think that I think there was probably a period of time where that was a coping mechanism, very much like any drug would be, and I think she's been. I think that the cat that she goes to see now probably saved her. Her therapist, I think, did away with a lot of the habits that she was doing. Um, sort of addictive behavior to cope. I think that's it's a real testimony to just how damn good people that are good therapists can be at really making a difference in someone's life. You know what I mean? Better coping mechanisms, and boy, it saves you a lot of money too. It's always nice to trade that out. Ellie J, thank you so much. More hot sauce packets. I love watching people turn green. I really do. Is mold in Florida? Yeah. Yeah, Wyatt is a rock star. He absolutely is. Kathy loves horses. Thank you so much. You know what? When I was a youngster, I think probably the first three girls I dated in the Northeast all worked with horses for a living. Spent a lot of time around horses when I was a youngster. It was a big thing in the Northeast where I grew up. A lot of dressage, a lot of people that really got into it. You know what? Yeah, Calhoun is. I'm telling you, when he's got a little fire in him, he really is something to watch. It's just that, and I know it. Like right now, I'm beat, and I'm healthy. I'm just tired. Yesterday, last night, I think I did five or six of the biggest boxes that you can pack, which is a lot. I did a lot yesterday, and I'm just kind of exhausted. I didn't get a great night's sleep last night. I shouldn't say that. I slept well. I just slept in a weird way, and my body's not great. Um, yeah, we will be. I promise we'll be keeping. We will be keeping safe as far as weather goes. You have my word. You have my word. And you know what? You guys can keep us in thoughts and prayers. I'm pulling for the fact that we can get all of this in one moving truck. Because if we don't, that's going to mean driving a moving truck in addition to the moving truck we hired, and that would suck. And I'm a little worried about it. So if I'm hoping that we can pack all of this in perfectly. I'm sorry to hear that, Brazy. I hope that you get a better night's sleep tonight. Jamie Palmer, probably. Yes, you're right. I didn't even think of that, Miss Sunrise. Don, my son is a fire dancer. I didn't even think of that, but he really, yeah. Um, it always scares the hell out of me. I love watching him, his stuff. I really like watching it on tape. I don't want to see it live. I know that if I'm seeing the tape, nothing bad happened, or he wouldn't be showing it to me. I know that probably sounds stupid, but I think that my mom and dad used to be that way with skiing. Thank you, Alex. Becca Jean, I would say in Tennessee is the part of the the country she's going to. What part of Tennessee? I do not know. Um, truthfully, I don't. Yes, Blue Bayou. Sleep seems to be elusive for all. Midnight to 3 a.m. Looking at the ceiling. Yeah, yeah. You may not believe this, but I have gotten to a point in my life where when I can't sleep, I don't think about terrible thoughts. I don't. I don't sit and think about death and taxes and all of the negative stuff that you tend to think about, or bad relationships or stupid things you've done with your life. Maybe it's the journaling or whatever. But if I can't sleep, I'm usually my brain's looking to the future. I'm honestly trying to think, how can I do better at things that I'm doing? Where am I hoping to go? It's usually pretty positive stuff. And there was a time in my life where I promise you, if you had told me that Santa Claus was real and intended to bring me Rolex watches for Christmas, I would have believed that way more than I would have believed there was any chance on God's green earth that insomnia would not have meant that crippling automatic negative thoughts, those voices that told me I was a loser for 15 hours straight. But it's completely different. I don't fear insomnia. You're right, Frank Humphreys. I'm a big fan of the chief. Hello, Don Gloves. Good to see you. My father was always a big fan of saying, "When in doubt, chuck it out." Right? When in doubt, toss that crap. He's no reason whatsoever to hold on to this. And I'd go, Chief, what do you think? Nope, throw it out. When in doubt, toss that. But it's hard, and you got to understand. I think everybody understands this, right? There's stuff that my dad left that I don't give a crap about, but it was my dad's, and it's just really hard to. It's stupid, right? It's stupid. It's like a pair of gloves that have holes in them or whatever. It's just hard to toss something in the trash that belonged to somebody that you loved. She's got a bunch of stuff that belonged to a man that she loved, and that's that's tough because I know she doesn't want the stuff, but I can just see her she just doesn't have the ability to throw it out because the fact that he meant a lot to her. And you got to understand that. If you don't, you're a dick. Right? If you don't understand where someone's coming from in that situation, then you're just probably not a nice person. But I think that's hard for her, and I'm certainly not encouraging her to throw out anything. It's not my spot. You know what I mean? It's not, but it's a challenge, and I know it's a challenge for her because she's got to go through all of these memories that, um, all of the armchair quarterbacks, right? All the armchair quarterbacks who said, "Well, she probably didn't wait enough time between the," yeah, probably. But what that means then is that there's a lot of memories now from both of these things that are also melding together, and that's a bitch for anybody, right? It is. That's a suck situation for anybody, and that's a suck situation if you're on the beach, right? With a really good team of psychiatrists and psychologists to work with you, who are giving you massages and hot rocks on the back kind of stuff. But that's not where she's at. That's not what we're going through. This is not a particularly this is not an environment that's conducive to relaxation. Feel me? It's just not. But I would assume that the day is coming where she's going to have an opportunity to work on all of these things in earnest, right? Or in Tennessee. See what I did there? All right, peeps. I think that's about all I got in the gas tank. I'm sorry. I really am. But I don't think I got a lot more in the tank. Thank you, everybody, for the support tonight. I really appreciate all of you. And it's thank you for always being here. I'm going home once I get my friend where she's going. I think that's probably the best way I can put it. Right? When I get my friend where she's going, I'm gonna take off and go take care of my cat. But in the meantime, hello, Chris. Are you never in Newton? Good to see you. And again, another shout out to Becky Stadler. I really appreciate you and everything you do. Brazy, I appreciate you. Everybody, thank you for all of the support and all of the love, everybody. I mean it. I need it. I really do. Now I'm gonna go get a little sleep. Probably gonna neck one of those gummies first, but I'm gonna go get some sleep, and maybe I'll talk Quibs into eating one. Probably not, but I'll give it a shot. All right, people. I will see you tomorrow, and I'll see you for a full show. I promise. All right. See you between now and then. You know what to do. All right. Bye bye.